everybody, and welcome back to the world of Movie Melee. I am your host, Kaleb Koho, back again for another installment of our Fall Teams Tournament. It's going to be a good one. Tonight, we have two very competitive teams coming in. The number 3 seed back to Formula. You got Jake Marangoni, a former teams and singles champion with his teammate Mark Menchaca. You got those two going up against Law Deal with Scott Harvey, who has played for the team's title, and Jacoby coming back. Dangerous low seed, and it's going to be a really fun match. Joining me on the desk is Vicious Dylan Van Thine. How you doing, Dylan?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I think this should be a really good one. I mean, aside from them both being in the faction, I think this is still going to be a very competitive one because I know that both these teams want this very badly. Both very solid rookie teams this year. And yeah, it kind of just shows how stacked this tournament is that Law Deal is seated this low because I think, like you said, they're very dangerous competitors. And Back to Formula has been playing great so far this year as well. So I'm really excited to see how this goes.
Absolutely, but we'll go ahead. We'll hear what the quitters have to say right now as we bring in Law Deal first. Jacoby Bancroft, Scott Harvey. You guys are coming in as the 14 seed, but looking at this team and the performances you've put thus far on paper, the losses you've had have been really close losses to really good teams. So I think you guys are a lot scarier than a regular 14 would be coming into this tournament. How are you feeling about your odds today?
We're going to crush them. We're going to destroy them. We're going to grind them into dust. Ready to go.
Of course, this is the classic, we're here, we're just having fun. It's all faction mates. Whoever wins, we win type of thing. With that being said, I do want to win because we're 1-2, and, regardless of who we've played, that's not a great record, and 1-3 is a worse record, and I don't think reflects our team. So I would like to win so we don't end up in that position, but it's not going to be an easy task. I have played Jake in the first round of a team's tournament before, and he set a points record on that occasion. So
he did what? Oh no. Okay, that's fine.
Maybe I should have mentioned that, but anyway, good luck, guys. This will be fun.
It's gonna be good.
To be fair, you also set the points record in that
for
same
like 30
match.
seconds.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
For like 30 seconds, you set this in the record. They beat it by one, so it's it's a historic match. But
Perfect.
We do wish you best of luck as we bring in your opponents today in Mark and Jake back to Formula. You guys come in as the 3 seed. A great start to the rookie season. Last time we saw you before all this tournaments and stuff happened, it was a game with Sexual Chocolate. That I think you just kind of got the better of you, and then you kind of bounced back right before the tournament. Coming in here, you are the 3 seed, looking dangerous. How are you guys feeling?
Not feeling pretty good. If there's a pattern that continues of we can only lose to teams in the Phoenix Club, then that is something I can live with. I'm just happy that we. Scott and I have played each other, in teams a couple times, and it's always fun when we play. A few times actually, but it's always fun. And Jacoby, I've never played in Melee before. This is something that I'm looking forward to a lot. Recently, I don't want to spoil, but we recently played in Fandom, and that was fun. But playing with Mark is always great. So I just looking forward to this. This is always fun.
We're good.
Man, a few words. I love it. We'll go ahead. We'll get right into the match with round number 1, which works like this. You're each going to get 8 questions from 8 different areas within the realm of general movie trivia. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Let's do this.
All right. Then your first question will come in the category of recent releases. In what recent release will you find characters named Felix Chavez, Damian Anderson, and Tony Evers Jr.? Those are names, Don.
Those are names.
Are those names you might find in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, I've met a couple of people with these first names at least.
That's fair.
I don't want to repeat any of
in my neck of the woods, names are not like this ever. You kind of can guess what mine are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. A lot of Gundersons. We'll go to Mark.
I don't even think this is eligible yet. I set the flash.
We will go to Scott.
Creed 3.
Oh,
We'll go to Jake.
And yeah, that's it. No, I couldn't come up with anything.
Jacoby.
nope, couldn't come up with the answer. It's my favorite movie of 2023 so far. So
Creed 3 is correct. So
Good
Scott
fucking
hits the
pull.
law deal. We'll
Great
take
stuff.
the 1-0 lead going to the second question, Dylan.
Which comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. What band recorded the song One Little Slip for the film Chicken Little?
What are your thoughts of the film Chicken Little?
Not a fan.
See,
Not a
I don't hate it.
See, I have a
it's not-
nostalgic connection to it, but I'm also, that doesn't really do much for me anymore because I kind of don't care about nostalgia anymore.
That's very fair. I have people in my life who hate it, people in my life who love it. I think it's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We'll go to Scott.
Counting Crows.
We'll go to Jake.
I said Smash Mouth.
We'll go to Jacoby.
I said Bowling for Soup.
And we'll go to Mark.
I said One Republic. I couldn't remember.
All incorrect. We're looking for the Bare Naked Ladies. Bare Naked Ladies.
Ah,
All
all
in the
circling it.
right ballpark of what we're looking for. With that, no perfect rounds as we go to your third question in the category of musicals. What is the name of the city that the main characters are traveling to in The Wizard of Oz?
I like this movie. That's a hot
I like
take,
it too.
isn't it? Yeah.
It feels. Here's the thing. It feels a little bit more like a hot take today than it used to. I know people who are like, "This movie's not nearly as good as it is," and I'm like, "This is like a classic. It's like great." I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I feel it's a great time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll go to Jake.
Emerald City.
We'll go to Jacoby.
Emerald City.
We'll go to Mark.
this movie still creeps the hell out of me. Emerald City.
And we'll go to Scott.
Emerald City.
Emerald City is correct. So Law Deal leads 3-2 going into the fourth question, Dylan.
We'll come in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Lead Actress for films released in 1987?
I don't think either of us were alive for 1987.
Speak for yourself. I'm 176 years old. Fun
You're
fact.
looking great for it.
Yeah.
Is this just the like Canadian water or what's the secret here?
Yes, it's the Canadian water.
It's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. You only drink the finest Hudson Bay water. We'll go to Jacoby.
Jane Fonda.
We'll go to Mark.
Sally Field.
We'll go to Scott.
I'm like a year or two off. I said Jessica Tandy.
And we'll go to Jake.
Cher.
Cher is correct. So with that,
Wow.
back to formula draws either with Law Deal 3-3 going into the next question, the category of sci-fi fantasy. In Looper, what superhuman ability does Sarah's son have? I think this is a good one. I like this film.
Yeah, I loved this movie a lot when I first watched it, and then I thought everyone else did, and then it seems like around some time everyone just stopped loving it, and I was like, oh, I still like it.
I don't know what happened to it. We just kind of collectively were like, yeah, that's a movie that exists somewhere that we don't talk about anymore. I'm like, why? It's great.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're back to Mark.
Telekinesis.
We'll go to Scott.
Spelled wrong, I think, but telekinesis.
We'll go to Jake.
Telekinesis.
And we'll go to Jacoby.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis is correct for the clean sweep. 5-5, almost a 10-10. 5-5 going into the next question.
Which will come in the category of drama. Who stars as oil field worker Bobby Dupee in 5 Easy Pieces? Bobby Dupee. I don't know how to pronounce that.
It's a name, that's for sure. We love
True.
names and pronouncing them in many a film.
Yes, here at Multiplex, we are big fans of names.
We love names
Yes.
in our questions.
Mm-hmm.
5,
I
4,
don't. I don't
3,
at all.
2, 1. Sponsored by names. Pens down. We're going to go to Scott.
Jack Nicholson.
We're going to go to Jake.
Jack Nicholson.
We're going to go to Jacoby.
Jack Nicholson.
And we're going to go to Mark.
We also love Jobs. Jack Nicholson.
We do love Jobs as well. Jack Nicholson's correct for the clean sweep. 7-7 as we get to your penultimate question in the category of horror. What type of monsters are featured in the 1992 film Kronos?
You like the spooky movies, right?
I like spooky movies, not like scary movies. You know what I mean? I feel like there's like a fine difference between the two. I like a good bump in the night feature.
That feels like something that shouldn't make any sense, but I completely understand what you're saying.
Right? Yeah, it's like I like the vibe, but not the like scare. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll go to Jake.
I said vampire.
We'll go to Jacoby.
I also said vampires.
We're going to go to Mark.
Makes sense. Vampires.
And we'll go to Scott.
Nope, I said zombies.
Vampires is correct. So back to formula. We'll take the 1-point lead 9-8 as we go to the final question.
Which will come in the category of directors. Name one of the 2 films directed by Norman Jewison that was remade by John McTiernan.
Interesting sort of question. I like the way the writers are like slowly starting to experiment with new question formats. I've seen it. I see people. I see you working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll go to Jacoby.
Said the Thomas Crown Affair.
I will go to Mark.
This feels like a dumb guess now. I said rollerball.
We're gonna go to Scott,
I said, guess who's coming to dinner?
and we'll go to Jake.
The Thomas Crown Affair.
Good job, Jacoby.
The Thomas Crown Affair and Rollerball are both
Oh,
correct.
wow.
With that, back to formula, we'll take the 2-point lead, 11-9. But Anthony Knapp is getting a round number 2, which works like this. This is the wheel round. We're going to bring up the lovely wheel from wheelside.com. If you like the category land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt for multiple choice, but D values it down to being only worth 1. If you do not like the category land on, you can spin again, but you're stuck with every land on the second time. Be aware there is stealing in this round should you miss a question. I believe all 3 repeats are in effect for both teams. Your categories on the wheel tonight are Jason Statham, Kristen Stewart, crime, family, sci-fi, fantasy, recent releases, horror, and romantic comedies, as well as everyone's favorite spinners and opponent's choice. Back to formula. You're in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Law Deal?
We're basic bitches, so we'll go second.
All right. Then this will be the first spin for
It's
Law
pretty
Deal.
close. Scott, we're doing good.
Sorry
I'm
about
also-
those last 2. I should
No,
have had
shake
them.
it off. Shake it off.
Romantic comedies. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Probably take another shot.
Let's do it. That's a good one, but
It's a good one, but yeah.
we won't beat them by being just good. We need to spin
Right.
a really good category for us. So like,
Let's
this
take
is like
another
a
spin.
that's like a 7
All right.
out of 10.
They're
We need a 9
not
out
a
of 10.
fan of the lovely ha-has, so we'll go ahead and spin again. And you are stuck
don't
with the
backfire.
category of crime.
All right, that's better.
Questions in the category of crime. So, Dylan, go ahead and you can give them questions in the category of crime.
Sure thing. All right, so Law Deal, your first question in the category of crime. Around what holiday was the Lufthansa caper pulled off in Goodfellas?
Was it Christmas
That seems like that would be the right guess.
or New
but
Year's?
I know it was cold. Like, if we do remember which part of the movie that was in, is that the?
It's towards the end. Yeah.
4,
Do you want to
Three.
repeat?
2.
Repeat the question. Repeat the
One.
question.
Yeah.
All right, that is Law Deal's first repeat. Around what holiday was the Lufthansa caper pulled off in Goodfellas?
I mean, that's like the third act of the movie. Is like
Yeah, and then that's a swing though that I'm not sure. So if you have
multiple
any sort of,
choice.
yeah,
All right, so your multiple choice options are A, Thanksgiving, B, Christmas, C, 4th of July, or D, Easter?
I don't really have that big of an idea, to be honest with you.
You know what? I think it's Thanksgiving because I think there's something about how somebody's cooking and stuff in the kitchen, like while it's all going on. So,
It's either okay.
5.
Let's go for it. Let's go for
A,
that.
final answer.
That is incorrect. So back to formula for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Thanksgiving, B, Christmas, C, 4th of July, or D, Easter?
Christmas, right?
Christmas,
Yeah, Christmas. Final answer.
And I'm fucking this up.
That is correct for 1 point.
You're not, Scott. You're not. Don't worry. I had no idea. You're fine. We're fine.
So your next question. In House of Gucci, what European country did Maurizio and Patrizia run off to when the police searched their house?
Yeah, it's one of the ones where you ski a lot.
I've seen it, but yeah. I mean, would it be
Yeah.
like Switzerland or?
Switzerland is the good guess, but that is just the guess because it's either like, is Naples a country? I don't know if that's a country.
No,
or
that's a
not.
city. I feel like we're gonna have to take a swing at some point.
5,
You want to go
4.
for Switzerland?
3.
Switzerland, final
2.
answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah.
Third question.
Good job.
Who plays Mike's poker friend Petra in Rounders?
Oh fuck. Okay, I've seen. I was waiting for Petra.
This is a
is
female character then?
I think so. I don't think no. Ooh, it could be John Turturro. I think it might be John Turturro.
How sure are you?
Oh, like 80%, but Petra sounds like a female name, does it not?
Well, Jake knows it.
Jake does know it. So
5.
should we be safe
4,
or
3.
swing?
2.
John Turturro,
1.
final answer.
That is incorrect. So back to
Sorry,
formula
Scott.
for the 2 points.
That's okay.
It's Famke Jensen.
Yeah, it's Jean Grey. Yeah, go for it.
Final answer.
Famke Janssen is correct for 2 points.
Damn. My bad, Scott. Sorry.
That's okay. I was indecisive.
Your penultimate question. What kind of location does the finale of Cool Hand Luke take place?
Never seen it.
I've seen it, but I need multiple choice because there's like I think there's it's like where the shootout is, then he gets shot, but I don't know. I don't know how. I need the multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice.
Your options are A, school, B, farm, C, warehouse, or D, church.
So there's a shootout.
Yeah, and he gets shot because he sticks his head out. I don't know.
Let's repeat the options. Keep thinking.
Yeah, let's repeat the options.
Repeat the
please.
options.
All right. Your options again. A, school, B, farm, C, warehouse, or D, church.
Like warehouse was my gut, but like that just seems so generic where it would be something more. And you haven't seen it. So let me
No,
think.
sorry.
That's fine. It's
5, 4.
Should we just
I'm gonna
go with it?
yeah,
2.
warehouse, final answer.
That is incorrect. So back to formula for the 1 point steal. Is it A, school, B, farm, C, warehouse, or D, church?
I
What do you
think
think?
it's a farm.
Farm was one that was coming out to me. I haven't seen
Because
it,
I
so-
don't think it's a school, and I don't. What was the other one they said?
Church.
I don't think it's a church either. I think it's a
We can
farm.
go farm. I'm cool with that, yeah.
Yeah, farm. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. We are looking for church.
I was between warehouse and school, Scott, so I wouldn't have guessed it anyway.
Okay.
So then your final question in this category. What 80s crime film features a cast that includes Michael Caine, Bob Hoskins, and Robbie Coltrane?
Michael Caine. What are some crime films he was in?
Is that? No, never mind. I don't think that's it. Sounds like something
Michael-
British.
Does Bob Hoskins, Robbie Coltrane has to be
He said
British.
80s, right? Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah, 80s
5,
has to be really young. I think
We
we got to
gotta
go multiple.
3.
Yeah.
choice.
All right. Your options are A, Mona Lisa, B, Death Trap, C, The Cotton Club, or D, The Long Good Friday.
Can you narrow down any of those, Scott?
Yeah, so Bob Hoskins is definitely in 2 of them. I know. I think it's D.
D was the long
Good Friday.
goodbye Friday thing.
Long
Okay,
Good
let's go with that one. Long Good Friday.
D, final answer.
That is incorrect. Back to
course it
formula
is.
for the
Of course
1
it
point steal. Is it A, Mona Lisa, B, Death Trap, C, The Cotton Club, or D, The Long Good Friday?
It's definitely not Cotton Club. Maybe Mona Lisa.
I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of just want to go for that because I believe Hoskins is in that.
5,
If you're sure, just go for it.
3.
A, Mona Lisa, final answer.
That's it.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
Mona Lisa's an overrated piece of shit.
All right, so at the end of their turn, Laudio gets to score up to 11. Back to formula, those steals gets to score up to 15. But anything can happen is we bring back the wheel 4 back to formula's spin. And you land on the category of family. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I mean, I'm okay with family. I know we have a 4-point lead. What's sort of your assessment?
I don't hate it, and I honestly don't want their strength.
We've been getting bad luck with the wheel, and all of the matches that we've had this year. I'm okay taking it. It's just like I don't know. There's 2 categories I don't
like. We were able to get steals in the last match against, rewind fuckers. I think we're like we just need to pull something out of this, and I think we'll be okay.
Okay, so you want to take it?
Yeah, I'd say let's just take it.
All right. Okay, we're gonna take it.
They are
You fools!
they're keeping the category of family.
I ruined my joke because I choked, but
It made it funnier to me. All right. Your first question back to formula, the category of family. What family film features a character being offered the standard rich and famous contract?
That sounds familiar.
Is it? I don't know why I'm thinking Speed Racer. I don't think it'd be Speed Racer.
Is that family? I love that movie.
Like,
I don't think it's that. Nah.
Can we get both hands?
I
up,
feel like
Jake?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
let's just go.
Let's do multiple. Yeah, multiple choice.
Turn your chair
Multiple choice
slightly.
options are A, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, B, The Muppet Movie, C, Annie, or D, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
So I don't think it's.
What do you not think it is?
That's definitely. I don't think it's Annie.
Okay.
It's English and famous.
I was thinking
Muppet
maybe
movie.
Pee-wee. I was thinking maybe
Pee-wee's
Pee-wee's Big
Big
Adventure.
Adventure. Yeah, because at the end, I think that wouldn't make sense.
4,
Let's go with that.
3,
Yeah,
2.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Laudio, chance for 1 point steal. Your options are A, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, B, The Muppet Movie, C, Annie, or D, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
it's the Muppet movie, Scott.
All right.
The Muppet movie,
Final
final answer.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
Good job.
That's right.
All right, back to formula. Your second question.
That as well.
What is the name of the robot Short Circuit centers around?
Johnny 5. Scott knows exactly what I'm thinking. Johnny 5, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your third question, the category family. In The Love Bug, Buddy Hackett's character is nicknamed after what U.S. state?
Oh, God.
Is it okay? Have you seen it?
Like forever ago.
Right, okay. Is it like a southern state or what's sort of?
I can't.
We can just get multiple. That's fine.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah. Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, Alabama, B, Arkansas, C, Colorado, or D, Tennessee.
I mean, Tennessee sounds like the most nameable state.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, we can go with that.
5.
I'm okay with that.
Tennessee, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Your penultimate question, the category family. Who plays Mother Alice Newton in Beethoven?
I'm gonna play Dad. Damn it. I couldn't tell you. I got no clue.
You think you get a multiple?
Yeah, I need multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A. Melinda Dillon, B. Kathleen Turner, C. Julie Haggerty, or D. Bonnie Hunt.
Any of those sound somewhat familiar.
Bonnie Hunt? I think it's Bonnie Hunt.
Okay.
There's another name I'm thinking, but I don't want to say it, just in case it is. But I'm thinking
5.
Bonnie Hunt.
You want to repeat the
4.
options?
3,
Nah.
2,
Okay,
go for it.
just go for it.
Bonnie Hunt. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job.
And your final question and family. What type of mythological creature is Percy's friend Grover in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief?
He's a fawn.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, go ahead.
He's got goat legs. A fawn. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Law deal a chance for the 2-point steal.
It's he does have goat legs, but I don't think it's called a fawn. It's called a fuck. I don't know what
like a chimera or something like that.
No, it is. He does have the hoofs. It's a
centaur.
4, 3.
We have 2 repeats. You want to use one?
Repeat the question.
1. That is your second repeat.
Might as well use one here.
Question again. What type of mythological creature is Percy's friend Grover in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief?
Rue's gonna kill us.
Any like
I'm trying to think of it. What the goat creatures are called?
5,
They're called something.
4.
Let's just go with
3,
chimera because I don't have any.
chimera? Final answer.
But
It's
it's
also incorrect. We're looking for satyr. Satyr.
yes, that's what it is.
All right. So at the end of round number 2, back to formula leads 19. Law deal that still gets the score up to 12. But anything can happen is get round number 3, which is the new and
challenge?
improved pick your poison. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Was that-
Good. Sorry.
No, I don't think no.
Okay. All right. 19 to 12 going into round number 3, which is the new and improved pick your poison round, and it works like this. There is a set number of categories on the board. Each team will get to draft back and forth their categories until each team has 4 categories. They can then choose what point value they'd like to take, 1, 2, 3, and 4, in whatever order they would like. Someone has to take the 1 on their own. Someone has to take the 2 on their own. They confer on the 3 and the 4 pointer. Formula, you have all 3 repeats. Law deal, you have 1. Any questions? We get to round number 3. All right, then your categories on the board that are draftable tonight are romantic comedies, musicals, classics, 90s, 2000s, comic book movies, actors and actresses, and 1970s. Back to formula, you're in the lead, so you get the first pick.
Do you like comic book movies?
Yeah.
Like, unless there's no one you feel better about, but that feels like this is the most slam dunk one.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Okay, back over to Law Deal.
Yeah, we're playing for pride, so let's just try to maximize.
They are going to mess up so
Yeah,
hard,
they
Scott.
definitely
Do not
are.
worry about it. They are
It's
looking,
happened
they're
before,
sweating.
Jacoby, so don't
They're
worry.
sweating.
Uh,
They're nervous.
What are you thinking here? Either 2000s or actors and actresses, maybe?
Yeah, probably. I would say actors and actresses seems like a good one that,
All right,
that we should
we'll take that.
Over to back
2000s.
formula.
2000s, Jake?
Yeah, 2000s.
Yeah, 2000s.
All right, over to Law Deal.
You want to go 90s?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, back to formula.
Okay. I'm thinking either 70s or rom-coms.
I
Which
would
one looks
probably say
better?
70s. 70s, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Law Deal.
Actors,
90s.
90s. I'm just gonna
Let's
write
go
that.
with rom-coms.
What do we have? What do we have left again? I think that was our when we
Rom-coms,
discussed this.
musicals, and classics, right?
Yeah, rom-coms.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, back to formula for your last pick.
I mean,
Musicals or classics? I think what? If we're
classic.
taking it classics, yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah, that makes not sense out of the two.
okay.
All right,
Which
and
one?
that means
What
Law
you guys
Deal.
pick?
Classics.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Law Deal. That means you have so graciously chosen the category of musicals with your final pick. Clearly, Law Deal, you are behind. So what category would you like to take it at what point value?
I mean,
Okay.
I could take musicals for one. You want to just do that?
Don't we have to should we start swinging though? Because the one, or do you want to see where we go thing? I guess this is where you got to think of how you want to play the game. This is where the new rules come.
I mean, if we hit the 4 and the 3, that would throw it over to them.
Yeah, but
if we miss the 4, it's over. So you want to go?
Oh, so this is just a way for us to maybe hear some questions.
Let's start with the 3. Let's start with the 3. Why don't we do that? Why don't we take a 3 in 90s?
If we get the 3, do we still get a chance to answer the 1 and 2?
Yes, you can take them in any order.
Actually, that doesn't make any sense because then we're still going to have to answer all of them after that. So let's just start with the 1.
Yeah, we'll answer our questions anyway, right? Let's just see what happens.
Musicals for 1, and I'll take it.
All right. Scott, your 1-point question in the category of musicals. Kate Hudson, Judi Dench, and Marion Cotillard all appear in what musical?
9.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. What would you like to take next, and at what point value?
Dude. So if I missed the rom-com for 2, we're still technically in it, right? Because we still get to answer.
Yeah, we are.
3 and a 4. Sweet. Okay, rom-coms for 2.
All right, Jacoby, your 2-pointer in the category of romantic comedies. Who stars as podcast host Bobby Lieber in 2022's Bros?
Oh God, blanking on his name. His name is Billy Eichner.
That is correct for 2 points. What category would you like to take next, and at what point value?
Okay, so
what do we have 15 right now, and they have 19.
So we could try to go for the 4 and throw it back to them at least.
Yeah, make them sweat a little bit.
I mean, if we miss it, it's over. But
yeah, it'll be fun.
We're gonna have to try for it either way. So let's go for the 4 for. You want actors and actresses?
I think so. Right.
Okay.
All right, 4 actors and actresses. Here's the situation: if Law Deal hits, Back to Formula has to answer some questions. If they miss, Back to Formula will win via technical knockout.
We got
your
one repeat.
4-point question. One repeat. Yep. Your 4-point question: actors and actresses. What actress appears in Click, the Emoji Movie, and Promising Young Woman?
Is Allison Brie in Click or the Emoji Movie?
That's a good guess, but I think
okay. So Promising Young Woman. There's Allison Brie. There's Connie Britton.
Yeah.
There's Laverne Cox.
Yeah, I don't think she is in Click. Click has. I don't remember Allison Brie.
I think it must be Connie Britton or Allison Brie, right?
5, 4.
Yeah.
Repeat the question.
Yeah.
All right, that is your final repeat. What actress appears in Click, the Emoji Movie, and Promising Young Woman?
I think Connie Britton is. I just don't remember Allison Brie in Click because she would have been really young, right?
That was in 2005. So 2005, yeah. So you think Connie Britton then?
Unless who was the mom and who was her mom in Promising Young Woman? Who's married to Jennifer Coolidge, who I don't think is.
3,
but I think let's stick with our
2,
Connie Britton.
Final answer.
And your winner by way of technical knockout. Back to Formula. The answer was Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. We'll go ahead and take our teams out. What a game, Dylan.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a heartbreaker on the last question there. They said the right answer. And yeah, it's tough. It was some tough questions in crime that I think ended up doing Law Deal in, but they kept it close in round number 1. And I mean, yeah, it just Formula was able to capitalize on all the steals, which ended up being the thing that changed the tide today. So
absolutely. Yeah. You got to wonder if they have an extra repeat there, if maybe they get to the right answer, or maybe that just comes down to it because they're clearly right there. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead. We'll talk to our teams today, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher, Law Deal. So strong effort today, putting up as much as you could of a fight in that round 3, and getting really close there on that final question. You're in the right. That's the exact direction I would have gone, is gone to Promising Young Woman and gone through those actresses. So you were almost there. Maybe another repeat. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, I mean, now it's a match of just thinking back of what you could have done differently, right? It's like I burned one of our repeats trying to get Seder because I thought I could do that,
I mean, you were
and it
close.
happened. It was in the ballpark. We were in the ballpark for a lot of things and stuff, and it was a good match. It kind of got away from us in round 2, but yeah, it was fun. It had an okay time.
I wish it had been more competitive. I think we definitely could have made it that on a different. I'm done with crime as a category. Like it never works out for me. So I
always think, right? Like it's always like,
future.
crime is good. Like I know crime movies. Like I know
We
Goodfellas.
second guessed
I've seen it
ourselves
all the time.
on Goodfellas. That was
Yeah.
a huge swing there because we could have gotten it on 2 points. I mean, you can see where the match was lost, but we probably still would have lost anyway, even with those changes. So I'm not going to beat myself up too much about it. It just sucks that we're 1-3 because I think we're better than that still, despite this performance.
Yeah, but it was a good time.
I also think this is a first where someone has actively said the words "crime is good" on a call with us here. But this does put an end to your season here in teams. Is there anyone you're hoping to play when you guys come back next season?
like a mock,
Someone
with like a fake face on it who doesn't answer questions correctly? That'd be great. Like
Vincent,
maybe like a dog or
like
that chicken that plays tic-tac-toe. Like I think we could beat that in movie trivia. Like that would be pretty good. So if you can make that happen, that'd be great.
I will see if the chicken has a teammate and is available. But
okay,
we'll see. I can't wait to see you guys back here. Great, you're a much better team than your record suggests, and I hope to see you guys soon. So we'll bring in our winners today. Back to formula. TKO, and probably not necessarily on paper looking like the most decisive victory, but it comes out at the end of the day where you don't have to answer round 3. You guys played a really good round 1. Worked your way through a family round that looked like a couple spots there that you were like maybe not entirely sure, but you come out ahead with a TKO. How you guys feeling?
Feel good. No, I was sort of worried like when we were getting into the family category. I was like, oh, was this the best choice? But we were able to maneuver our way through it. Mark had a good pool, and I had a good pool with Beethoven and the Tennessee love bug question. So. No, it feels good that we were able to go through that. It sucks that we have to play like 2 great players and also like faction mates. Like it always sucks in these situations. I mean, it guarantees one of us to make it to the next round, but also one of the teams has to lose. It's an unfortunate situation, and I love Scott and Jacoby a lot. Like they're like incredible guys. It does it. I mean, it feels good that we sort of hit sort of a brick or like a wall in our second match. But it is nice to see that we are making our way steady as far as like progress wise. It feels good to be 3-1, and I'm just happy that I get to play with Mark. So it's always good in these situations, I will admit, and I'm looking forward to round 2.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like over the last couple of matches we've almost had to gut out some wins, and be like, if that's the way we got to do it, like I don't care, but maybe we don't have to play somebody within our faction next match. Maybe, I don't know.
That's true. And not like a top tier team. Can we just play teams that we can just win? That would be great. But we'll see.
Well, to give you an idea of who you are playing, you'll be playing either someone you have never played that's not in your faction in Waterloo. Here we go again. Adelaide Special Championship, or you will be rematching someone in your faction in Sexual Chocolate, Amaru and Ryan. So you have the potential of Water 2, the team everyone seems to want to play, including both members of Water 2, or a rematch with a team that gave you some trouble last time. How are you guys feeling?
I mean, I guess we're gonna rematch Sexual Chocolate then. I mean,
it's guaranteed. I mean, I would like to play Adelaide. Is Jack on that team? I never remember.
Jack is on that team. Jack doesn't remember that he's on that team every Friday night
either.
True.
So. I mean, I would like to play that just for shits and giggles. That'd be fun. But I would like a rematch against Sexual Chocolate, if I'm being honest.
I'll try not to get a fever that day.
Yeah. Please.
Good practices. But we'll go ahead. We'll say goodbye to you, and we'll see you guys in the next round. For everyone here, that's going to do it for us. That has been Jacoby. That has been Scott. That has been Mark. That has been Jake. That has been Dylan Marathon. I have been Kaleb Koho. This has been Movie Melee. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle.
Bye.